It was 11:59 p.m., and Sarah was finishing cleaning the McDonald's counter. The restaurant was unusually quiet, with no customers for the past hour. Just as she was about to lock up, the front door swung open on its own. "Is someone there?" Sarah called out, her voice echoing in the silence. A man wearing a long black coat entered, his face hidden under a hood. "Can I get a burger?" he asked, his voice deep and unsettling. The man didn't move, just stood there, eerily still. Sarah nervously prepared the order, glancing at him occasionally. He lifted his head slightly, revealing glowing red eyes and a sinister grin. When she placed the burger on the counter, his hand emerged, bony and pale. Sarah stumbled back, knocking over a cup of coffee. "You're not supposed to be here," she whispered, trembling. The man laughed, a cold, hollow sound that filled the room. Suddenly, the restaurant lights began to flicker uncontrollably. The man disappeared in a blink, leaving the burger untouched. Sarah thought it was over, but then she heard footsteps behind her. She spun around and saw the same man standing by the fryer. "You can't escape me," he whispered, his voice echoing unnaturally. The fryer suddenly turned on, bubbling furiously without anyone touching it. Sarah screamed and ran toward the exit, but the doors wouldn't open. The man appeared in front of her again, blocking her escape. "This place is mine now," he growled, his voice like nails on a chalkboard. The room grew colder, and frost began forming on the windows. Sarah grabbed a knife from the counter, ready to defend herself. Before she could act, he raised his hand and the knife flew out of her grasp. Sarah's vision blurred, and she collapsed to the floor. She woke up hours later to the sound of her manager shaking her. "What happened here?" he asked, staring at the mess. Sarah looked around, but there was no sign of the strange man. As she clocked out, she noticed the man's face in the reflection of the window, smiling.